Hello guys and welcome back to BlueTube, and today we're going to be looking ahead to our midweek fixture against Cambridge United at home. It is Cambridge United,
Cambridge
isn't it?
United,
Cambridge
yes,
United.
it
That's
is.
shocking. I should have known that anyway.
Similar to Newcastle United.
Do we want to bring that up again? What a
Yes.
fantastic game that was, by the way.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I know
no, we
you
won't
only
go on about it
introduced
too much, but what an incredible
We're
experience.
filming this the morning after the night before, aren't we? And
Yeah.
that Iwata goal, we've got to mention that because it's on the. Have a look at the vlog. It's on the vlog. We were right behind it in the Gilmeg upper, which is a fantastic view.
Yeah, great view of it.
Oh
yeah.
my God, my voice this morning.
Well, the roof was lifted off the place, wasn't it?
And even Laird's goal, it took the shine off Laird's goal. That build up in the first minute.
Well, I think just to touch on that quickly, but I suppose it goes into the Cambridge game because if Dowell plays again, I think it can totally change our season. And I don't want to speak too soon on Dowell because he hasn't been here for very long. But I think in terms of the set pieces at least, and this isn't talking about even his play on the ball, just in open play, but his set pieces were absolutely superb, I thought.
Yeah, and his work rate,
Yeah.
like we've said before, we'd heard from like Rangers fans and a couple of other fans that he's been at clubs that his work rate isn't there, and they couldn't wait to get rid of him. I'm like,
They haven't got a clue,
really?
have they? Ben Davis
I'd say
has
so.
said the same. Scott Wright, they said the same, and they've been brilliant for us. Of course, the standards are different, so I suppose that plays into it. But we can see its quality. We know when we've got a good player.
We didn't get the opportunity on the vlog, obviously because of the nature of what the vlog is, to sort of sing the praises of individuals, and I wanted to with Ben Davis because he had a great game. I know we conceded 3 goals yesterday, but it could have been 4. That one, if you look at the positioning where he sprints back to the line where that guy's one-on-one with the keeper in the second half, the way he clears it, and he was like that all game.
Absolutely.
He's got that mind. And there's so much I want to get out, but I know we've got to do the Cambridge one, but his footballing brain just knows where the ball's going to be, a bit like Cochrane. But also, when you look at Iwata's goal, he sprints to get into that position, he loses his man and gets into that position. Yeah. Hello, come in. Oh, it's me, Avon order. No, Iwata sprints to get into that position. Go and have a look at it. And the way he meets it, and it's just like from like just outside the box, and it hits the roof of the net.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It's one of the best goals I've seen down there.
Same.
Really good performance. But anyway, can we keep up that momentum? Because even though it is a loss, Blues fans, we know, I feel like there's so much that we can take away from that game going into the league. And against, like we've just prefaced here, Cambridge United. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, well, Cambridge, bottom of League One.
Yeah.
Not doing on 23 points. They're not doing well at all.
No.
Played 29. They've only won 5 of their games, and they're really struggling. And you might know their current manager is one of our previous managers, Gary Monk.
It's I'm actually quite saddened to see them not doing so well with Gary Monk at the helm. There's a few ex-Blues players there at the moment. Of course, Longello's out there on loan. I know you'll get into this.
Yeah, he is.
It's just a bit of a shame because Gary Monk was decent for us. I think it's fair to say.
I think it was just a bad time all round for the for what was going on at the club, wasn't it? We had the previous owners.
It was Jude
Things were
Bellingham and
so uncertain. There was a lot of doubt and cloudiness around how he was doing a few things, which I don't know what went on, but all we need to be concerned with really is what's going on the pitch with the players and what we're involved in.
Yeah.
It is nice to know certain stuff, like we go on about at the moment. We don't tend to know what's happening with injuries, but I don't think we need to know everything. They've got Gary Monk there, Longello's there, as you say. He's hardly getting a game as well.
Yeah, not getting a game time.
Yeah, and then you mentioned before we went on camera, they've got Gary Gardner there, haven't they?
Yeah, they
just
do.
Not
Yeah.
being used.
No, I don't think he's had a single game
to
yet.
think that, I mean, he's an old pro. I dare say he's got something to offer. God, I don't know what's going on. If he's injured, I couldn't find anything. But yeah, strange one. But there's a couple of players I have chosen, just on form and stats really. Elias Kaching, no, sorry, not Kaching, Kachunga. I need my glasses replacing. Elias Kachunga. He's made 20, I think it's 26 appearances in all competitions this year. He's got 6 goals. He is a centre forward. Got no assists. And then they've got an attacking midfielder that's half decent for them.
Yeah.
And these are the best that they've got, unfortunately, at the moment. He's made only 13 appearances with 3 goals, 2 assists.
Right.
Dan Undlundulu.
You're doing really well with the names today. Keep going.
Yeah, Dan Unlundulu, I think his name is. Sorry, Dan, if I've said that wrong.
He's absolutely devastated.
Yeah, he'll be texting me, buzzing there. Look. Sorry, Dan. 19 appearances, 4 goals with 2 assists.
Okay.
And then Longello, he's made 10 appearances for them all season.
Okay.
He's got a goal, and that was early on when he first played for them.
Right.
And 2 assists.
Okay.
So that's that. Just going back onto Gary Monk, previously of Swansea, Leeds, Middlesbrough, Blues. Then he went on to Sheffield Wednesday from us, didn't he?
Yeah.
And now he's at
that's right.
Cambridge. He's been there since last year.
Yeah.
And things aren't fantastic for him.
No, it hasn't gone well ever
For a
since.
young
the
manager,
Blues.
you want to see young English managers up and coming. He's only 45 still. So
Right. It seems like that's surprising. It seems like he's been around forever, Gary Monk.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? Doesn't seem that long ago since he was playing for me. But
Right.
as you keep saying, I'm getting on.
And don't forget, I don't know if you mentioned Michael Morrison as well. Standout for Blues back in the day. He plays for Cambridge.
Well, that
United.
leads us nicely on, Ben, to played for both teams that we like to do. So we've got Michael Morrison, who was a great player for Blues back in the day. And another name that keeps coming up, he's been around a bit, Goalkeeper, who do you think has
John
been?
Ruddy.
John Ruddy.
Really?
Yeah, he's been everywhere, hasn't he?
That's interesting.
Been everywhere.
He must have played at Cambridge early on in his career, I imagine.
Let's have a look, you might tell me. He had 89 matches, 2 seasons for Cambridge, 39 games played. Doesn't say what year, unfortunately, so sorry.
Oh, what a shame. You can put that up in a little.
Another couple, Lyle Taylor, who we had on loan from Forest.
Yeah.
The one that used
I
to like
liked
walking
him.
up to the
Yeah,
penalties.
he was,
I loved
he
the
was
way he did that,
fantastic. Yeah.
and was heavily rumoured to have come back for Blues, wasn't he?
He wanted
the
to,
season
didn't he?
after.
Bless him.
Looked like it, but it never happened. And do you remember, Steve Seddon's probably before your time, isn't it?
Can't say
Steve
rings a
Seddon that
bell.
played for both.
Hang on. No.
Played 4 seasons for Blues and a season for Cambridge, where he played 10 games. And then, of course, Emmanuel Longello, who some people have touted or had touted to come back to fix this cover for left back, which we've got we got the chap
No.
from South Korea to do.
I
that
think we'll be
instead now,
moving
haven't we?
Longello on as soon as he
I
enters the
think
club.
he
Same with
probably
Tyler
will, yeah.
Roberts.
£1 million he cost us from West Ham.
From West Ham, yeah.
When he was on loan, he was on fire, wasn't he? As soon
Yeah.
as he signed, he sort of got his feet stuck in the concrete, I think, when they were putting that up. So, so that's that.
I don't know. I mean, of course, you've got them all there, but considering that they're bottom of the table, the top versus bottom clash,
It's one of them, isn't it? I mean,
how much more can you go into?
We'll go on to
with
Blues. There's
Cambridge?
not a huge amount of team news after yesterday, I mean, but we'll get on to in a little bit.
Do you want to do the form table?
Yeah, well, looking back at... I've got that here as well. Blues obviously lost to Newcastle yesterday, which is in the cup, but in the league we're still keeping a nice unbeaten run going, aren't we?
Absolutely, yeah.
As you can see, I'll put that up on the screen as well. Cambridge got a draw against Wickham.
Oh, blimey, that's
in their
not
last
too
game.
bad of a result, is it?
They lost before that to Rotherham. They beat Mansfield 3-2.
Right.
Another draw against Bolton. Lost to Bristol. Lost to Reading 3-1.
Is it going to be one of
So
these when
it's-
they actually face like the top 6 teams? They begin to turn the turbos on and
bit
give
like
it a
how
good go.
Blues used to be, didn't it? Play
Yeah.
better against the better teams.
Yeah.
But I think we just need to try and proper boss it. I mean, you look at how we played against Premiership class yesterday. We need to lead games and just have belief in ourselves. We're going to be tired. We've got literally 2
I
full
was
days
going
to
to
recover.
mention
haven't we?
that. Yeah, we're going to be absolutely knackered. There's going to be quite a bit of rotation, you'd imagine.
Yeah, I think so. But I think we've got that depth in squad.
Yeah.
We
I think Alex Cochrane might even be put aside for the new signing.
Yeah, I
Lee
wouldn't be
Mung Jae.
surprised, even if he's on the bench.
Yeah,
just to
'cause
give him a little bit of a
knackered.
rest.
I think out of all the players, they all played incredibly well, but Alex Cochrane seemed to be absolutely run ragged yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Osula, I think, for Newcastle. Osula. Number
Yeah,
18.
the 18.
Unbelievable,
yeah,
unbelievable
he was one
player.
of them. I don't know if he got man of the match actually. But yeah, so and Mark Leonard went off with what seems
Oh,
a nasty injury.
yeah, I
From what I
know.
heard, it was like, apart from just the impact to the
Naughty
left knee,
challenge that was.
apparently it was big laceration as well. So whether he's
Really?
done some ligament damage or not, but Mark, I hope you recover soon, mate.
We've been unlucky over the past.
Yeah. Well, if you look,
Month or
when we
so
came
with
back last
injuries.
night and watched it again on the, we recorded it on the telly, didn't we? And he sort of looked as if he was going to try and carry on because, like, he's that type of guy.
Yeah, for a few seconds he was about to get up, and then it was like, no.
And then, like, he hit him
Immediately.
that there was an issue there, so he went down like a ton of bricks. Then, so I do hope he makes a speedy recovery because he's just coming good for us.
I know he's really starting to turn it on, isn't he? Yeah, it's devastating for him.
Want some footballing facts about Cambridge?
Go on then.
Footballing and a few non-footballing. I'll whiz through these. The first game of football, as we know it, was played in Cambridge in 1848.
Oh, that's decent.
The
What was
game took place on Parker's Piece, a short stroll from the campus on East Road of Cambridge Unit, obviously, and was governed by what was known as the Cambridge Rules, which became football FA rules over time. Which were drawn up then in 1863 after that, a few years later.
Interesting,
So
that's quite fascinating.
Obviously, Cambridge, famous for university, formed in 1209. No, I don't remember, Ben, before you say it. A couple of famous people from Cambridge include Stephen Hawking, Hugh Laurie, Dr. House,
Right.
Emma Thompson, Stephen Fry, who obviously probably went to Cambridge, didn't he? 'Cause
1-11 they'd make, eh?
One for you, Richard Attenborough. I know you like Richard Attenborough.
David. Not too bothered about Richard.
Well, both of them must be. I wondered they're both from there, actually. The same family, aren't they? Brothers. Ian McKellen, another actor. And Alan Turing. He was the
What
guy
about
that
Alan Warring?
invented the machine in the war that could decipher the German codes, I think.
Oh, is that right? Look,
think that's him.
Benedict Cumberbatch, The Imitation Game.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes,
that's
I'm
a
sure
great
that's him.
film. Okay, we're getting well off of
Yeah.
football, but no, that's a good film. Then.
Anyone that, if I'm wrong, put it in the comments. I really haven't looked that up, but that's what.
Yeah, that's an
what I
excellent
think
film.
it is.
Watch that if you haven't checked it out.
Yeah.
Football
So,
aside.
and then just to round off before we go on to the predictions and whatnot, I'm going to mention the ref because I thought the ref was a bit rubbish yesterday.
The refs have always been.
Well,
a bit
the
pants.
linesman. I mean, this is our opportunity. Going back to the Newcastle game, even the guys in the studio and Alan Shearer admitted, how can that linesman say that ball was over the line yesterday?
He just flapped at it in the
There's
moment.
no way
hasn't
that
he?
you can be sure that. Look, we're going to go down in flames here. If you can see the smoke. Yeah, there's no way anyone
It's
could
just our
say,
podcast
yeah,
is
that
really
was over the
heating up,
line.
bud.
You have to be absolutely sure as an official.
Yeah.
If you can't say, oh yeah, that's definitely over the line, you couldn't say it was definitely over the line, and it's not.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let it go.
It's one
Let
of
it
those.
go.
But I will say though, I said this to you yesterday. I'm glad that we can be sat here going, "Oh, the lino, this, that, and the other," or the
Yeah.
ref, this, that, and the other, rather than, "Oh, well, Laird made a mistake, the
Yeah,
centre half
exactly.
made a mistake," or one of our own players. We can be
Exactly.
proud of our performance, and that's the most important thing, I think.
But yeah, just to round that bit up then, Darren Drysdale, he's the ref. He's only done League 1 and 2. Likes to give yellow cards.
So that
away
means
by
it's
the
just
looks of
gonna
it.
be pants
Only
then?
one red at the moment. So lineups. I think I'm not going to go for an exact lineup, but I think we will see.
I'd rest Laird and Cochrane, both fullbacks,
yeah.
just absolutely.
Well, who've you got to bring? You've got Taylor Gardner Hickman to bring in. He hasn't been used for
Yeah,
games
I
now.
think
That's
he's
great.
been left out on purpose.
Bring the new guy in to give him a go. Still have them on the
Samstead.
bench if you need to bring them on and just to stretch the legs.
I'd even consider giving Hanley a start.
I'd start Willemson
Yeah,
because he came on, did well. It was like he'd never been gone, to be honest with you.
yeah.
You've got Dykes to use. You've got May that only played a bit part against Newcastle. Stansfield
Should we go
just
from the
runs on
back?
forever.
Should we start
go
from the
on.
back? I think I'd start with Allsop in goal.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd take out Laird and I'd put in Samstead, which I feel like is going to be an unpopular one, but I just felt like he ran himself into the ground with Cochrane yesterday.
Yeah.
With Clara and Davis, I'd consider. I think we need to keep one of them in there. I'd probably keep Davis in there and take Clara out and maybe give Hanley a game.
What about
And
Bielik? Rock solid.
I think Hanley. I'm starting
Is it
to
too
really
much of a
like the
change
look
if
of
you
him.
played both of them?
I mean, I suppose you can go either or. I just feel like Hanley's getting to the stage now where I think we
I
can
thought
give
he
him
was
a
steady
start.
yesterday. The one part of his game that I noticed yesterday when he was on wasn't so much of the passing out; it was all just hoof and getting rid
I
of.
think that
which
was more
I'm
to
not
do with
gonna argue
the
with.
tempo of the game and the way that the game was going. A lot of
Yeah,
Cochrane was
I think
doing
you're
that.
right. I think you're right. I haven't seen enough of him, but apart from that, rock solid. Rock solid.
For left back, I'd take out Cochrane and I am tempted to say I'd give this new South Korean a start.
Yeah, he's been brought in for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. DMs. I mean, Leonard's gonna have to. You're gonna have to think about that with Leonard, aren't you? And
We've
how
got Taylor Garden, Hickman, Harris.
True. Yeah, we could bring Taylor Garden Hickman to
We
play
may
alongside
even
Iwata.
be looking at Pate coming back in. I don't know how close he was, but it is only a couple of days after the last match when he was still a way off.
It
He hasn't trained, so probably not.
It all depends. We're going to have to assess how players are feeling. A lot of them are going to be absolutely shattered because they gave their all against Newcastle yesterday. But
Didn't they just?
I think you're completely right. We've got more than enough strength in depth to swap some things around and maybe give Alfie May a start with perhaps Dykes in the
Alfie
10.
May, Dykes. Maybe you could use right because he did get subbed. You got Willemsen, could be 10 or on the right again, which I know would be totally different from when we started the season. Playing number 10, but he can do it on the right hand side. I do like him at number 10. Taylor Garden Hickman against coming. Harris is about to come in. There's lots. And Kishi as well had a fantastic game. He
did.
Some of the balls, left-footed crosses into the box.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I just can't praise them enough for what they did yesterday. So be confident and proud of what's going on down there, because it could be a tough game this good, because they're going to be fighting for the life.
And we're going to be tired.
We're going to be tired, but we need to get that run back again now.
Totally, absolutely. Should we do predictions with that being said?
You can go first on the predictions.
Okay. Well, I feel like I've got to pay it back to Blues fans because I predicted us to lose 3-1, didn't I, yesterday? Wasn't a million miles away. 2-0. I think we'll keep a clean sheet, you know. I think, yes, we'll be tired, but we've got more than enough in our squad to rotate and still be okay and have a very good team. These guys are bottom of the league for a reason. And I fancy Alfie May to get back on the score sheet and potentially a goal.
Nice.
By Clara from a corner. 2-0.
Very nice. It's coming, isn't it, Clara? Big head. He hasn't got a big head, I mean a big head. I'm going to go with... I was going to go 1-0, but I'm going to go 2-0. A nice crisp 2-0.
You're just going to copy me then, so it's all right.
Oh, did you say... go 1-0 then. I'm going to go 1-0 then. And
no, you can. We can be the same if you like. Yeah,
Dykes,
go on. 2-0.
Dykes is going to nick a poacher's
And who else is going to get a goal?
Do you want me to go 2-0?
Yeah, go on, if that's how you feel.
1-0. I'll go 1-0. 2-0 then. Dykes is going to get a goal, and I think Anderson will come on, having been rested a little bit, and score again.
And score an overhead kick from the halfway line. Let us know your thoughts, Blues
surprise
fans.
me, actually. The way we're scoring goals, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, yeah, we are scoring ridiculous goals this season. Seriously, it's going to be a real interesting highlight.
With like a 40-yard header.
yeah.
Why not?
All right.
In all
well,
seriousness, I think we'll do it. No, we should do.
I think that wraps us up nicely, doesn't it?
Yes.
Let us know your thoughts, Blues fans. In fact, we've done a vlog about the Newcastle game, as we've said. If you want to go and watch that and check it out and see that Iwata screen, we had a wonderful view of it. Don't know if you want to put a snippet up. But other than that,
we'll try and vlog the game on Tuesday night as well. Depends on if we get out of work on time.
I know, yeah, it's going to be a little bit dicey, that one, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. No promises there, though. But thanks for watching, as always. Let us know your thoughts. Thank you for all the comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe the video. It's absolutely free, as we've started to say now, haven't we? Because some people think that it costs something.
It's lovely to hear from people. And we've met a few people around the ground.
We're meeting a few now. It's great, that is. Yeah. If you recognise us, come say hello.
Nice to speak to you, Bob.
Yeah, well remembered. I'm glad that you brought that up. A wonderful chat. Absolute gentleman. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Anyway, guys, we will see you on the next one. Take care and keep right on.